Ah, damn it! This is a serious moment.
Comes off till the lights go out.
So like collect.
Man, it's been a long time since I played this game. Hey guys, and welcome back to some Lucid 9. My name is AJ Styles 157, and last time, because I don't remember what happened last time, I had to look it up. But I guess Yama was trying to find something to do for his talent, not his talent. But yeah, you know, career day stuff. Man, the last time I played this, it was in freaking right when Danganronpa. Like last time I played, I was like, I'm gonna do Danganronpa thing. And you're like, oh, I skipped it. Okay, yeah, okay, I fixed that. Anyway, basically, I don't know. I can't remember anything from this, but I will try my best to do everything I can. So, let's get into this. I found Elizabeth in deep conversation with a police officer just a few feet away. Wouldn't have thought her to be the type. Maybe she's sucking up to them so they'll let her off for corporate fraud. Meh, I can't really judge her. At least she found something that she is interested in. Me, on the other hand, well, I have nothing. What's up? Can't find your life's calling? What? I turned to the source of the voice. A scraggly man slumped against a rickety folding chair. A worn beanie plopped on his head, and a threadbare trench coat thrown over his shoulder. That's kind of suspicious, but I'm glad I gave him that voice. There's no sign on his booth. Is hobo a legitimate career? I mean, it is. You still... No, nothing. Ha! Youngsters these days. You hold the future in your own hand and you don't even know what to do with it. Good Lord. You're lucky, you know. There was a time when people didn't have the luxury of choosing their career. Oh, he's one of those guys. Oh, back in my day, I had to work. Upon second glance, I noticed that there are several rolling racks of books settled in the back of the booth. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to their genre. Science fiction, mystery, fantasy, young adult. But they're all under the same name. Are you a writer? He smiles when I ask him this. Huh? What? Surprised? What do you think I was, an adventurer? Globetrotter? A homeless man. A homeless guy, actually. He throws back his head and laughs. Oh, fuck you. You forgot. You've got a life. I can't wait to read your stories. What? Somehow, I don't think that being a writer would fit me. I mean, it's...
Oh, somebody help me. Whatever shall I do?
Fear not, generic damsel in distress. I'm the hero. I lost the previous battle, so this is the heroic rematch where I'm guaranteed to win.
How fortunate after you win this final battle. I shall bestow you with an obligatory, well, I messed up that word so badly, smooch of victory.
Hey, you can't just ignore the villain. I got your girl, Yama. Oh, spare us with your evil gloating. It'll only lead to your downfall. But I gotta give a motive rant so that we can understand your identity as a tragic villain. Nah, I'll just put that as a footnote. Okay, I tire of this needless banter. I've actually written the princess's backstory so that she's a badass in distress. What? But you didn't even foreshadow that. Too bad. I need to move the plot forward. Hey! No. Yeah, I don't think I can come up with an original material. Come on now. It's not. I've written some stories.
Check out my DeviantArt. It's AJ Styles 157.
But no self-plug or anything. That's why you just rip off of real life, you know? Thanks, but no thanks. How do you rip off real life? I don't understand that. Maybe it went over my head. He shrugs apathetically as I walk away. A nearby small group of students catches my eye. They've gathered in front of a man in a long, sweeping lab coat. Who the heck is this freaking dude? This guy looks like he's like something from CSI, and he's like, I'm the computer guy. Although his voice is placid, there lies an undercurrent of power in every word he says. Life is a fragile thing. There's an unspeakable number of ways for the human body to fail, and even more for it to be broken. Death was accepted as an inevitable part of life, a natural stage in the cycle of this world. But it doesn't have to be that way. The man in the lab coat straightens as the students break into hurried whispers. Through research, we can create medicine that fights disease and treats disorders, extending our lives exponentially and maybe indefinitely. Ah, so he's a medical researcher. He fixes his gaze on each individual in the crowd, not in a hostile manner, but certainly in an unnerving one. A day may come when we can defy death. His eyes land on me. The intelligent arc of his brow and the commanding line of his jaw shifts slightly as he examines me, full frozen beneath his piercing gaze. He's like, I smell your fear. It's like, oh God, I just came here to watch. It isn't exactly uncomfortable, just strange. Eventually, he turns away, adjusting the golden glasses that are settled on the bridge of his nose. Those don't look golden to me. They look brown. Just saying. If you seek to make a lasting influence on the world, join us at Way Forward Pharmaceuticals in the research division. Together, we can accomplish the impossible and prevent the inevitable. The crowd of students break into applause, their faces agape in wonder. I can only scoff. Believing. Ugh. No one can defy death. Anyone who thinks otherwise is just delusional. I mean, Yama's kind of right, but I always stick to the thing. Anything can happen, so not going into that. As I turn away from the Way Forward booth, the PA hums to life. Attention, students! Mayor Inori will be speaking at the center stage in 5 minutes. The students around me gasp audibly, breaking into frantic whispers. Mayor Inori? Here? In person? Our school is important, you know. Why wouldn't he come? Come on! Let's get a good spot! I follow the massive throng of students gathering around the courtyard's center stage. I mean, your school must be very important to have a mayor come to it. Oh, this is... Oh, God, he reminds me of freaking Weiss's dad. Sure enough, Masaru Inori, the ever-popular mayor of Isamu, is in the flesh. He gives the students a cordial wave from behind an imperturbable line of security guards. Why is there so many words I can't read? Why would you do this to me? You know, back in my day, when dinosaurs roamed the earth. This attracts a laugh from the crowd. You don't even look that old. You look like 30. At latest, like 40, like late 40s. Because you don't, it'd be different if you had like gray patches. You just have all black hair. Or is that like, whatever. We always ditched careers day. We'd pop over to GFC or KFC for others. You shouldn't have seen it. You should have seen it before it was renovated and stuff I can't talk, I'm sorry. And stuff over ourselves on wings. There were only double S's at the time. Shows you how far we've come as a society, eh? The crowd chuckles again. Among them, I catch this distinct tint of Elizabeth's giggle. As usual, she's eagerly jotting notes on her phone, hanging on to the mayor's every word. The brunette girl, who's always around Elizabeth is also next to her. Surprisingly, she seems equally engrossed in the speech. And yes, I hated career day. Thought it was a waste of time. Thought that they were restraining me at the time when I wanted to do was explore myself, who I was, who I wanted to be. But later, I realized I was thinking about career day in a completely wrong way. It wasn't about deciding my future, it was about exploring the possibilities. He allows a moment of thoughtful silence before he continues. The truth is, you probably changed careers multiple times in your life. In fact, the average number of jobs changed is estimated to be 15 times. You could be in med school all your life, but have experience in construction, woodworking, design, architecture, statistics, engineering, maybe even ostrich babysitting or bicycle fishing. Oh, come on, that was just retarded. Elizabeth smiles into her hand as the students laugh like a perfectly timed track. But as vast as the future is, you know what you don't want to do. You don't want to be a bum. That sucks. You don't want to be hurt. You don't want to go each day full of insecurities, doubts, fears. You don't want to be lied to be or backstabbed or treated like a fake. I won't lie to you. It's a nasty world out there. Yes. But I think that we can all agree that, regardless of who we are or where we're from, we each have an important part to play in society and safety of this country. God bless America. So go on, explore. You guys are bright. And hey, you guys are in a better spot than I was. I thought I'd like nothing more than becoming us. Anthropologist. Yeah, that's how you say it. Not that even I knew what that meant at the time. It just sounded cool. His parting sentences lists another laugh as he steps off of the stage, offering a final wave. The students erupt into cheers in response. For me, however, I didn't notice a single word he said. I quickly shuffle away from the crowd before the noise overwhelms me. I don't want to like this guy. Heck, I don't want to like any politician. But he seems to be less evil than the others I have seen. More than you know, I'm actually the villain. Furthermore, he made a good speech. He came across intelligent but genuine. Two major opposites of politics. That is true. Maybe I'll vote in his re-election. Maybe. How old are you? Hello, stranger. Oh. Hey, Mickey. Oh no, Mickey. I gotta remember her voice. Jesus, give me a second. Okay, I think I got it now. I need to be more prepared for this. Hey, Mickey. I abruptly stop in my tracks, finally taking in what she's wearing. Oh, look at that kimono. Well, you've dressed up. But just put it slightly. She's draped in a silken kimono that ripples around her figure like water. Hair and set with a minimalistic ribbon on crystal pen. How come you can't use small words? Because I can't read big words. She could own the red carpet or throne, even with that outfit. Pretty. My mind supplies unhelpfully. I quickly grind that part of my mind to dust.
That's all you have to say?
I think that's like how she said it. Well, what were you expecting? Poetry? Oh, dearest, you liken yourself to starlight, with eyes like the moon, and a mouth like the purest golden flame. The sun's That was not romantic. Iridescence. She promptly slaps me on the back.
Very funny. Shakespeare, too. Although, I am impressed. Your recitation was pretty decent.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's pretty good poetry right there. I feel like she's insulting me, but she genuinely seems shocked.
So what brings you here? Do you want to become a model?
A what?
Oh no need to be embarrassed. Male models are hardly anything new. Look at that face. She's like, I want your body, Yama. However, they do tend to be physically fit. Do you happen to have a six-pack?
I'll pretend I heard none of that. What makes you think I would ever want to be a model? Hey, you get freaking money. I don't have the body of a freaking goddess, but heck, you could be a porn model, maybe. A porn actor. Never mind.
You're standing by my company's booth. We are a modeling company.
Surprise! I cast a quick glance behind her. Sure enough, a large banner reads, Lotus Modeling, above a tent with striking photo spreads. Hence the kimono, I assume.
You assume correctly. So, where's Rue? I haven't seen her all day.
About that, yeah. That awkward moment when... really? That's funny.
She attends this school, right?
What? Oh, of course she does. Yeah.
So you've seen her today?
Well, yeah.
You didn't tell her about me?
Hello, social drama. I missed you. Not. How can I word this delicately, or better yet, avoid it completely? You should probably be getting back to your job.
I have my eye on you, Yama. Do you really think I can't tell when you're lying?
I believe in my ability to run away.
Always the same, I see. I've made a mental note to harass you about it later. Until then, Yama.
I think I changed her voice. She floats back to her booth, greeting any curious glances with an effortless smile. A model. Her job is modeling? Well, at least it's not a killer like I thought. Somehow I find that a little underwhelming. I almost expect her to be involved in some drastic, like the Secret Service or the film industry or even the Olympics. Oh, come on, the Olympics. But modeling, where you pose and change and smile for hours and hours, hey, you make, like I said, you make good money. Adventurous, stubborn Mickey? It doesn't seem to fit her. You'll be surprised. Whatever. Guess it's none of my business. That was terrible, Kermit. I was like, when it was, Okay, that's enough. It's time to see Mr. Ryota. I finally got his name right. This time, he opens the door as soon as I knock. Must have caught him at a good time. Welcome, Ishimoto. We've been expecting you. He cackles maniacally, tapping his fingers tips together. Mwahaha, mwaha, mwahaha. I'm trying to remember the Hank Hill voice. You shouldn't turn in your chair while stroking the cat. Bah, everyone's a critic. Would you have rather been left standing outside in the cold? I can't do the Hank Hill voice anymore. No. He's like, oh, you disappoint me. I'll tell you what. Damn it, Bobby. I'm trying to get into character. I can't do it. Outside, I'd be in the hallway. You seem awfully eager to prove your mentor wrong, boy. Boy? Well, whether I'm prove it or not, it's still wrong, right? Ah, yes. But that would never fly in a court of law, you see. Imagine, I declare the defendant guilty because from a metaphysical standpoint, it is true, even if we have no exponential link of knowing so. I just lost you. I can't do it anymore. I gotta do it like a country voice now. I get there a lot. Go ahead and take a seat. We got more important things to discuss, no? I hesitantly slide into the nearest couch. I've always seen Mr. Hiroto as an intelligent man, even if laid back, but I've never actually, not understand him. I wonder how much brain mass he's hiding behind that cheery facade. So, the new transfer student, Misaki Kazuhaya. I hope you don't mind. I did a little lookup on her. You can do that? Well, there's no explicit rule saying I can't use the confidential database. It's pretty sure that there is. I mean, he's like a counselor, isn't he? So I think he would be able to. Nope, I may be facility, but I'm not a teacher. It's only stated that teachers have to request special permission. See, like I said, I checked the loopholes. Something feels wrong about this. What did you find out? Well, if I tell you, then that's a solid breach of confidentiality. I don't want to go to jail yet. The food's too good here. I doubt that. If the food's good there, I want to go to that school. Mr. Hirota, I really worry about you sometimes. And this is me talking. So instead, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter, Yama. How did you two meet? And you mentioned that she left. Yeah? I closed my eyes, letting the ever-constant hum of the air conditioner calm my nerves. Alright, we're going to a flashback or something? Maybe so? I don't know. Then I start talking. It's practically subconscious. My mouth dutifully repeats the train of thought running through my mind. Everything is calm, clear, slow. Therapy. Something that I've gotten used to over the years. So I easily turn my brain to the topic of interest. Misaki Kazehaya. I met her when I was young. Not too young, but maybe still forming thought patterns and ideas about the world, but young enough to be highly impressible. It had been on a day when I thought nothing could make me smile. Not the vibrant lanterns strewn between the roofs of multicolored booths, not the festival rhythm of the taiko drummers urging on the parade of light-bearing dancers, not the strange in which a variety of neutrally questionable foods were being served. Man, I can't do this. Not even Rue, who dragged me out of the house despite my best efforts to stay miserable. It was only around an hour into the festival, but I was ready to go. When Rue went to the bathroom, I seriously considered ditching her and going back to my room. Apparently, I was scowling deeply at that. I didn't know it until a passing girl suddenly stopped in front of me. Annoying girl.
Does your face always look like that?
To say the least, that didn't help my foul mood. I glared up at her. She was pretty. Well, that was the first thought in my head. That instinctively spark of appreciation whenever a guy sees a pretty girl, no matter how much he wants to feel otherwise. Her hair was braided back into an elegant half-updo, light ebony curls framing her porcelain face. Big eyes, long lashes, pointed chin, the kind of traditional beauty you might see in a kimono commercial. Of course, the first spark of interest was immediately overridden by indignance that only an 8-year-old boy could feel.
What are you looking at? Don't look so grumpy. You should be celebrating.
She didn't know anything, of course, not until a few months later.
Festivals are stupid. They are not. Why? There isn't even any reason to celebrate.
The girl's face twisted into something resembling anger. It looked strange on her face, like a genuine guinea pig, attempted to seem menacing. I'm messing this up so bad.
You don't even know what the festival is about, do you?
Well, of course I didn't, but I wasn't about to admit that.
Of course I do. Oh yeah? What's it about? Well, you make lanterns. Uh-huh, and?
I fisted my hands at her consonantly tone.
You write wishes on them and stuff. Wrong.
No, wrong.
Am not. Yeah, you are. You don't write wishes. You write what you want to tell dead people.
Ridiculous. I shouldn't have said. Why would I even want to talk to dead people? But I didn't mock it. I couldn't mock it.
dead people. Yep, I can write a message to Auntie on this lantern and she see it.
Oh, jeez.
How'd you know that? Haven't you heard the story?
No, I hadn't. But my 8-year-old pride prevented me from saying that, of course. Thankfully, the girl took my silence as confusion.
Well, whoops. Well, once upon a time, there was a princess.
Was she pretty?
Yeah. Good at singing? Yeah.
Boring.
It is not boring.
The indignant anger on her face made me snicker. The first time I'd smile all day.
Yeah? Well, what happens? Did she get in trouble and a charming prince has to save her? Just listen. Look, she's actually a big meanie.
A mean princess? That wasn't a fairy tale staple.
Oh? Yep, but her bodyguard was in love with her and turned her good again.
I felt disappointed. The story had a promising start.
Blech! What did he do? Cast a spell? Give a true love's kiss? He died.
Well then! Very nice. Oh?
Don't look so happy.
That time, I broke into a tiny laugh.
But it made her good again, right? Well, yeah. She didn't trust anyone before. Thought they were all faking stuff.
It seemed that she was glaring at me at that point of the story. But before I could open my mouth, she was already continuing.
Anyway, the bodyguard sacrificed himself to save her life. So the heavens were super duper impressed and put him in the stars.
Aren't stars really, really hot? That sounds like a bad thing. Childish indignation flickered across her face.
They made him into a constellation, you poop. Blech. Blech times infinity. Blech times infinity plus. Anyway, the princess realized how beautiful love really is.
Because he died?
She saw how much he loved her, so she decided to be a better person and trust people again.
This had nothing to do with writing messages to the dead on lanterns. I was rapidly losing interest.
Let me guess, she lived happily ever after. Well, no. The bodyguard died, remember?
I like this bodyguard. She glared at me, but somehow it felt less severe than before.
She wrote her promise on a lantern and sent it up to the sky so he could see, 'cause he was a constellation, remember?
Now I realize that I could have said a lot of things. That's stupid. He's dead. What could he do about it? But that wasn't on my mind at the time.
Everything turns into a bunch of stars when they die. I think. You think or you know? If they did something to super duper impress the heavens, I guess.
I smiled at that. My eyes scored the street and landed on a simple booth. A handful of other kids were gathered around a short portable table, scrawling on lanterns with calligraphy pens clamped in fisted hands.
Let's go! But I already made a lantern. Right to another dead person then.
With this overwhelming display of tact and political correctness, I raced towards the table, snatched a lantern from a smiling adult, and plopped down with my pen at the ready.
Who are you writing to?
None of your beeswax! I began to scrawl characters on my lantern. The girl hovered over my shoulder, squinting judicially at my jagged brush strokes.
Why is your handwriting so messy?
It's not messy!
I can't even read it.
I looked around and narrowed my eyes accusingly at her own lantern.
Well, yours!
I searched for a fault, but not only was her lantern graced with the perfectly calligraphy, it also proudly bore a few elegant cherry blossoms. Well, yours looks girly. She raised a single eyebrow. It was a remarkably sophisticated expression for a 9-year-old girl to make.
I am a girl.
And there was nothing much to say to that.
Yama! Yama, where have you been?
It was as if Rue had materialized out of thin air. I didn't even notice that the rapid pitter-patter of her footsteps. Sorry, Rue.
Jeez, coulda told me.
You were in the bathroom. Clearly distressed, Rue turned her back on me, but smiled at the other girl.
Thanks for taking care of him.
Surprisingly, the girl smiled back. Easy as you please. Well, weren't they getting along just fine? Why did they have to give me such a hard time? Maybe it was a girl thing.
I'm Rue. I'm Miss Saki. You gonna make a lantern? Yep. How'd you make these flowers? They're real pretty. I can show you.
And just like that, the two of them were friends. It took a little longer to warm me up, but whatever the two of them set their minds to, they accomplished. They had always been that way. So fiery, so capable, so lovely. Two playful angels who, for some reason unfathomable to mankind, saw fit to hang around a bucket of depressing sludge like me. Okay, I guess I'll end it here. I messed up a very, important moment because of my talking and not knowing words because, I'm bad at English. I can't even say it not correctly. English. Oh, God, whatever. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you like this. Hopefully I'll start doing old series again because, I feel like all the series I did were special to me. I don't know. I'm getting all nostalgic and stuff. Leave a comment if you want to leave any suggestions for anything else I want to do, anything you want to see, blah, 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 blah. Leave a like if you like this, of course. I'm doing this all out of order. This is terrible. Go follow me on Twitter. The link for my profile will be in the description down below. And subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.